I remember working on the first organized Konfusion album, which is self-titled. We was working at Unique Studios. We was working at Power Play, and with D. Anthony and Anton and Al. Al was there too. So those the memories of organized Konfusion Records was when we received our advancement and we hit that studio. You would have thought that we thought we was millionaires. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was the best thing to finally be able to create and share our talent, man. Like, you know, we came from a neighborhood that was pretty interesting. You know, same neighborhood as 50, as Onyx, Lost Boys, you know, so yeah, boy, sometimes, man, that's sometimes. The creative process is definitely writing at home. 90% of the songs was written at Mom's house. You know, my moms and pops was mad cool, but they wasn't going for all that loud music. Mom's had more of the hip hop parents. My parents support us, but he had the official hip hop parents. Like we had the Uris in the room, cranked them on 20. When his mom's opened the door, I'm like, uh-oh, she about to say, she was like, I like that beat. That beat is nice. I hope y'all keep that one. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was love. I mean, I'll go over there early in the morning, she'll make us breakfast. Like, it was like a job, you know? So it was a good experience to, you know, come from around the corner from the projects. And me and Monster work on music all day, buy sandwiches, take naps, wake up, write again. You know, Monch has asthma, so the room is extremely cold. Got the air conditioner blasting, and we in there just going hard. So, yeah, that's the memories I have of just the process of it, you know, formulating to what it is now today. It's dope. So that's a hard process, man. I mean, and life is going on. This chick I was dating was like, you need to get another car. Your oil is leaking. Your oil is leaking now. You putting oil in that thing every 3 days. And that rap thing ain't gonna work for you. You should just keep your job. Like, you know, it's like, hold up, didn't I just give you a line of credit? Like, how does that work? How are you telling me? So, you know, I broke up with her. She didn't believe in what I believed in, so I just broke up with her. It was hard, but I remember literally being on the phone and going back and I was like, I gotta get this deal, man. This has to happen. Like this, right before we got the deal, that's when that happened. But yeah, life goes on when you're still trying to do music and you gotta really want it for it to happen, you know, especially now, like it's the market now. The processes that we used to take is different now. Like before you would nurture the rhyme and try to come up with something really intelligent. Well, I knew that shit was changing when this cat came to my house. No, he actually hit me when I was living in LA. And he was like, yo, can I just come over and record it at your house? I'm like, you gonna record it at my house? The motherfucker came in there with a piece of wood like this big, the inbox, fucking computer, plugged that shit up, had me in the corner of my apartment doing this shit. I was like, damn, I ain't ever experienced no shit like that. Money made in my fucking house. Like, I'm like, this game's about to change. I knew that shit then, because you know, people from Cali could go from Diego to Sacramento at that time, and you could sell 10,000 CDs in your own state. If I could talk to the young Prince Poe, I probably would tell him that to be ready, you know, and if you truly want this, you better exercise your patience, but you better exercise your assertiveness too. You gotta apply yourself and you gotta put in work and have patience. You better grow up, because it's an ugly game. And not ugly in the sense that you can't be successful, or ugly in the sense that there's a lot of bullshit going on. But in the sense of you gotta stay focused so you don't get into the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I would tell young Poe, definitely have some patience, and if you really want this, you gotta be resilient, you gotta stand up, because they're gonna throw some punches at you. It's not an easy game. And you know, when you got Disney saying, whatever, you go, whatever, it gets ugly. Like, you know, it's very ugly that we had to pay to leave. Like, you gotta pay to get off this contract. Like, really? So I would tell young Poe to be ready and to be patient, and you're gonna need it. Because I'm telling you, I wish somebody would have told me for that 2 weeks for that money. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought we was gonna go to the bank, they was gonna cash us out, and we was gonna get started, jump right in the studio. So we did actually jump right in the studio when we got that shit cleared, but